You always felt different, not broken, not better, just like you didn't belong here, like something was off, like the rules were written for someone else. You walked through life like a stranger in your own story, quietly watching the world perform and wondering why it all felt like theater. That wasn't depression, that wasn't dysfunction, that was remembrance. Because you weren't born when your birth certificate said you were. You came from a place not written about in any history book, a place of light, of love, of counsels, of flame. Before time touched this world, you stood in a circle of spirits, a council, a gathering, a war of words. Two voices rose. One said, "Give them agency, even if it means they may fall." The other said, "Take their agency, and not a soul will be lost." And you chose agency. You chose risk. You chose the fire behind the veil. And when you made that choice, you were sealed. Not as a follower, but as one who would remember even when the memory faded. That's why you've always felt like this world was too loud. That's why shallow things exhaust you. That's why lies vibrate wrong in your bones. Because you chose light when you could see it. And now in the dark, that same light still burns inside you. The ones around you, they don't feel it. Because they weren't sent for this. But you were. You were set apart before you ever touched Earth. You were part of the war before the world. And now, you're waking up to it again. You don't need religion to explain it. You don't need a pulpit to name it. You just need to remember what your spirit already knows. That you were sent here with fire in your soul. And no matter how many times they tried to silence you, or shame you, or shape you into their mold, it didn't work. Because you weren't made for their system. You were made for this moment. And this is the beginning of your return.